Hey, welcome back to the channel. Got a little something on the bench for you. So I'm going to be checking the KV on these motors. In the previous videos, I think it was a couple days ago, yesterday maybe, I posted a video on these motors. So is slip shafts thing of the past video. So I'm going to check these motors. I'm going to get a baseline, brand new, what kind of KV I'm looking at and how well they're performing. And that way I have a baseline, like what was it like new, and then what is it like when I get them back when one of them fail, however long. It would be interesting if they go years, and it'll be a while before another video comes out. But stay tuned for how much KV do they have and how much voltage are they putting out and how peppy will they be. So that's what this is about. All right, so I got everything on the bench here. So I have all four motors. I have one of them hooked up already to our meter, so we can go ahead and get a KV number there. And then I have these other three motors to do, so I'll get a baseline for all four motors. So we'll go ahead and get started with that. If you're unfamiliar, so if you see everything I have here, if you're not familiar with how to do this, I have a video, probably a month past, well, maybe not even quite a year ago. There's a video on my channel, how do you get the KV of a motor? So it shows you how to do all this. I'm not going to go through that in this video because it's a decent amount of information. So we're going to go ahead and capture our AC voltage. Let's try to see if I can keep this in frame so you can see it. We have our reflective tab on the drill, so our RPM meter is going to capture that. So we're going to just get a voltage, and we're going to get an RPM, and we're going to do a little math, and we're going to check the KV output of each motor to make sure that it is outputting what it's supposed to. So pretty simple stuff. We're going to just grab our tester here. We'll grab this. So we're at 1615 on the KV. So 1615. And then our voltage was 0.045. So 0.045. Okay. Now that's going to be motor number one. All right, now that that's over with, so I have all four motors. So I have 1, 2, 3, and 4 motors. Each one of these motors information, because these are new motors, I don't want to go like, if these motors were a little bit older, or I'm just checking to see if they were still good because they're used, they've got some, you could see like the varnish is starting to darken, then you know that it's, depending on how used it is, you can give it like a little bit of leeway, you know, as far as, you know, percentage of degradation. So if the motor's pretty old, you know, you could go up to the 5%. In this case, I don't think I'm going to give it too much padding. I might add a percentage. So we have our AC voltage number, we have our RPM number, so we're ready to do some math. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our multiplication and then our division. So we just simply take 0.045 times 1.414. That equals just write that down. Okay, and then we're going to divide our 1615. We're going to divide that by the 0.06363. And we're going to hit equals, and we're at 25,381. Now that's where I'm saying the 1% or the 0.5%, we could add into the equation just for voltage loss over the wiring. That's a really small motor, but it's brand new, so I would probably say that we could do a 0.5%. All right, so we have 25.5, well, I can hit percent, that make it easier. So 25 508. So in my calculations with the equipment that I have and the budget that I'm doing this on, you know, I can only do with what equipment I have. So we're not dealing with oscilloscopes and, you know, like a precision RPM machine that costs thousands of dollars or whatever. So 25,500, 25,508 kV, 508 kV. Okay. So 25,508. And these are my numbers. Obviously, there's going to be very small deviation in these numbers. You can see all 4 motors came in outputting a 0.045 AC voltage. This motor did not. I'm going to retest it in a minute just to make sure. But I have all my numbers set up, so when I get these motors back, I can do another kV and see if there's any, you know, any real issues with dropping in kV. You know, is this scientific? No, this is just for fun, and I appreciate you watching my video because, you know, that's what it's all about. It's about having a good time and utilizing some of the interesting things of our past to create a better hobby, right? So, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. Of course, everything you just seen now, I've already done a detailed video on it, so check that out. Any questions, let me know, and if, hey, you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you hate it, man, you give it a thumbs down. It all works. Enjoy the breeze.